It's a pleasure to be with you again, and we will cover quickly a summary of 2014 exploration in Repsol. We entered 2014 after a very successful 2013, where we had record reserve replacements and where we incorporated 300 million barrels of resources to our portfolio. What have we done so far in this first half of the year? We've had a successful test in Sagittario, and Sagittario has been missing in most of the published rankings of discoveries, but it will surely be among the largest discoveries in the last 12 months. What follows is a multi-azimuth 3D campaign and probably appraisal drilling in 2016. We've had minor disappointments in our frontier plays in West Africa, especially in Namibia and Mauritania, but we still have very high expectations on our pre-salt portfolio in Angola. We've been very busy also closing our winter campaigns in Alaska and West Siberia. In Alaska, we've incorporated 2 reservoirs, and we are moving much closer to a final definition of our first development plan, which will happen soon. In West Siberia, we've also expanded our resource base, but more importantly, we've been able to test the oil leg in the past winter's discoveries through 2 horizontal wells successfully. What are we doing now? Well, we have 3 wells active in Brazil, especially SEAT-2, where after a very ambiguous SEAT-1 results, we have finally proved that it is a commercial trap. We're also drilling the La Albacora Leste pre-salt Arapusa, where we have a minor participation, and also a minor participation in Tanganyika, which is a gas prospect in the Espiritu Santo. Gulf of Mexico, appraisal in Buckskin, and León, which is progressing with encouraging indications. We've also been able to start in our joint venture with OMV Petrom, trying to unearth the deeper potential in the folded belt of the Carpathians, and that is currently happening. We have 1 well active and probably a 2nd well to be activated before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, after we finish our Locoso well in Angola, our expectations now are to move the rig to the Canary Islands and start our Canary Islands well before the end of the year. We will progress with our appraisal program in Campos 33 by initiating Pau de Açúcar 2, and we will be able to realize before the end of the year part of our lower risk prospect inventory in Norway, where we've been unsuccessful in our initial tries with more frontier plays. The future. We are already looking at a 2015 and 2016 with a relatively high exposures and very plans which will be probably full capacity, which will probably move us into an active program of farm outs and swaps. In spite of this, and nevertheless the relatively weight of our programs, we keep evaluating and opening new plays and expanding acreage in the plays where we already are. We've entered the very promising pre-salt in Gabon. We are defining prospectivity in the Mesozoic carbonate play in the Eastern Atlantic, and therefore that's why we moved into Portugal and deeper waters in Morocco. And we've expanded our position in plays where we are already there quite solidly, like Alaska, Norway. We're expanding acreage in Bolivia around the current fields and in some other minor expansions. Therefore, we can say that exploration continues in Repsol. Thank you.